We're talking about humanity. I don't see people doing that to animals. And I am deeply, deeply concerned for the citizens of this state.
Tonight on your 5 News at 6, we're hearing from a local civil rights advocate who is planning a rally this weekend in Crawford County as federal investigations continue into the use of excessive force during an arrest on Sunday in Mulberry.
We're also hearing from the Crawford County Sheriff, who released a new statement on video ahead of the rally, which is planned for Saturday. We have full team coverage of all of tonight's developments with Joe Ellison, Jose Carranza, breaking down the latest that we have gathered today. Sunday's video showing the arrest has sparked a lot of outrage, not only nationwide, but around the world.
We start our team coverage now with 5 News reporter Jose Carranza.
He's live in the newsroom. And Jose, you actually spoke earlier today with the organizer.
That's right, Darren. Derek Van Vost is a civil rights activist from Springdale and says he saw Sunday's video, hoping it wasn't his home state. And of course it was, and now he hopes to spark change. Originally from DeQueen, Derek Van Vost now calls Springdale home, and he is calling for change after seeing Sunday's video in Mulberry.
I'm calling national attention to this. I'm demanding national attention to this. I've made several calls this morning, and I am not leaving the state until we get some answers.
As a civil rights activist, Van Vost has traveled the country calling for change under the mentorship of Reverend Jesse Jackson. He says he was disturbed when he first saw the video.
I've played football for many, many years. And you can go to the University of Arkansas or you can go to the NFL and see how much they spend on a helmet because one concussion is life-changing. And I don't know how, by beating people with batons and smashing their heads, I don't know what excuse you're going to give me to make that okay.
And he says this isn't a matter of politics.
That's inhumane. We're not talking about who's right or who's wrong. We're not talking about Democrat, Republican. We're not talking about black and white. We're talking about humanity.
Van Vost says Reverend Jackson's teachings are all about nonviolence and hopes for the same at Saturday's rally.
I want this demonstration to be a platform for people to vent. People to let it out so it doesn't turn into anger, so it doesn't turn into violence or tearing something up.
Now, the rally is planned for Saturday at noon at the Crawford County Courthouse in downtown Van Buren. Jose Carranza, 5 News.
All right, Jose, thanks. Crawford County Sheriff Jimmy DeMonte releasing a recorded video statement today, shedding more light on this investigation.
It's about a 5-minute video. The sheriff tackles several points of the investigation that are being highly debated.
5 News anchor Joe Ellison joining us now in the studio to break down what is in that video, Joe.
Well, you know, Darren and Erica, we know that the sheriff right now, he's facing a lot of backlash. That's because 2 of his deputies can be seen in this video. We put out that recorded statement today just to address some of the anger he says people are feeling. He says that anger is understandable, but he's making a point to tell people to wait until this investigation by Arkansas State Police is finished before judging. Now, in the video, he also addresses Randall Worcester's criminal history. He says what the video doesn't show is Worcester attacking an officer, and part of that can be seen on police dash cam that hasn't been released yet by Arkansas State Police.
The citizen video is troubling to watch, as is often the case when officers are trying to arrest a violent criminal with a history of assaulting police. I understand that many people who have seen the video have concerns about the use of force used.
Now, the sheriff also goes into how his department is conducting its own investigation into the action of the officers, and he plans to lay his findings out to the public when that's complete. Now, you can watch his entire message at 5newsonline.com. Erica.
All right, Joe, thanks. To follow any developments in this excessive force investigation in Crawford County, be sure to download our free 5 News smartphone app. Just opt in for breaking news notifications to get the latest updates sent right to your phone.